games.
Okay. Okay, boo-boo, I see you got moves. Somebody's in a good mood.
Nah, I'm glad to be home. I got a DVR full of my stories, and as soon as y'all get this win, I intend to go home and watch every last one.
Okay, well, you better get that W then so that you can be in a good mood to watch all your stories.
Like you say, like...
The Timberwolves in Minnesota for a little interconference action here at the Target Center. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Taking a look at New York. The guys coming into this game, it's been 5 consecutive losses, so confidence obviously will be a key for them tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, I haven't been able to quite figure out what the problem has been for this group, but obviously neither have they, because the struggle is real. I know they're working hard to get things figured out, but no matter what road they've taken, it's led to a dead end.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Knicks. Sessions out there with Hardaway. Then it's McDermott. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Kuzminskas in at the 4 spot. Though having depth is such a big deal for these teams, Clark. As you get deeper into the season, we see how these injuries begin to pile up.
Yeah, and they can hurt you. And you know they're going to happen. You've got to be lucky. A lot of it depends on your preparation and your preventative training. And that's not only on the training staff, but it's also on the players to take care of their bodies, get their rest, and do the things they need to do to try to be ready to play every game.
Now here's Sessions. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, Sessions passes to Kuzminskas. The shot's good. Sessions making him pay. Kuzminskas has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Love right side. Outside Butler. T kicks to DJ. Just 5 to shoot. No good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
From 12 feet out, and Hardaway gets it to go.
Got himself into really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And here's Love for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. DJ's got 5 points so far. And if you were wondering what looked different about DJ this game, the answer is on his feet, Greg. Today he's debuting custom colorway shoes from Jordan.
And, you know, I was trying to figure out what looked different about him, and that's what it is. Those new Jordans are quite the statement, my friend, to be making on the floor.
Just 2 to shoot. Hardaway.
Man, I love the defensive Butler. Always going to give you his best effort at that end of the floor. He uses his length, his size, his strength, and his speed to bother shooters.
Love outside. Picked off in midair. Hardaway against Butler. Cantor sets the pick for Hardaway. Sessions with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Love. The Knicks pull it in. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice this season, and last year they took both games.
Two teams in the bottom of the East and West, as you said. These regular season victories count for more. Both hungry for a win tonight.
And here's Love, following the three-pointer by Doug McDermott. New York leading by 3. Cantor with a screen on Love. They double him with Butler. Here's Kuzminskis. He's coming off a 10-point game against Chicago. Towns with the steal. Love outside. For 3. Cranes the three-pointer. Love's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Timberwolves.
Gotta love seeing DJ square up from outside. He has a beautiful release on these long-distance shots.
There's the screen. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Oh, how pretty was that? Used the rim to protect the ball perfectly. And coming out of the offseason where the Knicks had a really long to-do list, you knew they were going to shake things up and made some moves in free agency and realized they needed to build around Porzingis going forward.
Now here's Love. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
McDermott, no one around him. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Sessions has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Love.
Ooh! That's how you attack.
Oh, man. my. Tell you what, dunks like this do a lot for a player's confidence. DJ likes showing off his great athleticism.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Here's Kuzminskis. 6 points for him. They set the pick. Hardaway from outside. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And the big problem, they got trigger happy. Shot a very low percentage from beyond the arc.
And you know, Greg, to me that's baffling. I'm not sure why they didn't do some dine-in eating. Go inside and eat instead of all that work in the drive-through behind the arc.
And here's Cantor following the three-pointer by DJ. Towns the screen. Off the pick. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, the last few seasons, the Timberwolves assembled a terrific young core. Now they're ready, I think, to take that next step forward, adding veterans like Butler, Teague, and Gibson. I think they're ready to win right now.
Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Kuzminskis. Now, here's Cantor. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heel.
Now here's Teague after Enes Kanter's miss. Here's DJ. That one goes. Count it. DJ's got 18 points. For the Wolves in their breakout season that everyone was waiting for, the pressure is felt by the team. It's just hard to pick out when a group of young players, Clark, is going to put it all together.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but that Western Conference about as stacked as it's ever been, Kevin. But you know what? I think the Wolves are primed and ready to be contenders.
Teague kicks to Love. DJ throws it down hard.
Yeah, DJ looks for a shot on offense. I love that about him. He definitely has a scorer's mentality.
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now here's Sessions. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Hardaway kicks to O'Quinn. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Corky Dangs checked in for Bielitsa, and Andrew Wiggins has subbed in for Butler. And then for New York, Hernan Gomez has checked in for Cantor. Beasley comes in for McDermott, and it's Ntilikina in for Sessions. So it's the Knicks now, after the basket by Minnesota. Beasley inside, working on Love. No good from Beasley.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And it goes down 2 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Ntilikina. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. New York, no good that time either.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Love, up and in on the layup. Now it's a 6-point Minnesota lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Hardaway against Wiggins. Shoots from 12. Hardaway, no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Love.
Wow! Are you? Oh my goodness! Love the confidence on the drive. DJ is great at finding holes in the defense and then attacking.
Now here's O'Quinn. 12 points his last outing. Towns comes with a double team. New York moving the ball around. Lock at 6. There's the pick. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Knocks down the step back Jay. Hardaway has got 7 points in the game.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
Here's Love. Makes it off the glass.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now here is Hardaway. He's got 7. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Ntilikina. Teague covering. Here's Hernan Gomez. The shot, no good. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 8. From the wing. And it's DJ missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He's coming off a 10-point game against Chicago.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
It's Beasley on the wing. Pass to Ntilikina. Beasley the screen, off the pick, and that one comes up a bit short. Minnesota in the lead. In a draft stocked with point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true pure point guard. At the same time, a good shooter. The length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects.
Wiggins kicks to Love. And DJ DJ throws it down.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And I tell you what, Greg, they've worked hard for this lead. Their play calling has been superb, and the execution even better.
The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Man, good to see Ntilikina square up from deep. Has the size and touch needed to knock home these threes.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. One thing that Tom Thibodeau... And so it's New York with it. They trail by 11. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Yep, they sure did. Seemed like they had them completely figured out. Hammered them with their aggressive defense throughout the game.
Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with DJ, and it's Muhammad in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Thunder was phenomenal. He ended up with 68 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, Greg, you know where I'm going. He was a stat sheet stuffer in that game. Did a little bit of everything and did it all well.
And they get it back. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from O'Quinn. Love outside. And then Love with the jam.
Can't say enough good things about DJ. When he's driving inside, he's a threat to bang the rim.
Sessions dishes to Cantor. To the middle. O'Quinn in the post. He's guarded by Love. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, and you know, it looks effortless, easy, silky smooth, textbook shooting form. Man, that's nice. Great basketball from him, Kevin. A commanding performance, helping add to the lead this quarter.
And Sessions kicks to Cantor. And the rejection by Town.
Well, you see the great reach as well as the relentless pursuit shown by Town. He's simply saying, not here, not now, not in my house.
Now here is Hardaway. He's coming off a 13-point game against Chicago.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Well, Clark, you had the distinct honor of playing horse against the former president of the U.S., Barack Obama. You lost that game, I don't want to remind you, but I want an honest answer. Did you let him win that contest?
Kevin, the deal is that it was an unbelievable privilege to play POTUS. We changed the letters of that game back in 2010, and I let the president up. I gave him life after I had him down, and he took advantage of turning the momentum in his favor. He won fair and square. I did give him an opportunity to win, but he's on top in that matchup, and I think it ended up being good television. And while some of my former teammates look at me with disdain for having lost a horse game to the president, I think it was all intended to end just the way it did.
Love, and that one clearly a foul, gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And DJ has the ultimate respect of the defense when he's on the drive. I mean, when he attacks like this, he forces them to foul him.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
and also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
New York calls timeout. And one of the toughest parts about playing for the Minnesota Timberwolves is the travel schedule.
Yeah.
Clark, even interdivision games can involve lengthy flights, and the team travels more than any other in the NBA.
Yeah, and you know, everybody travels, and it is part of the league, but it is a small disadvantage for Minnesota to deal with. Not a big one, but nonetheless something unique to them as a team. Not much you can do about it, though. That's their lot, and they've got to make it work.
Here is Love. After Enes Kanter's basket, good.
Well, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Now here is Hardaway. He's got 9. Picked by O'Quinn. Now here's McDermott. He's guarded close. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Good on the shot.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
For Minnesota, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause.
Towns with the steal. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Knicks trailed by 19. Count that one.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And that one's good. Love.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And here's Sessions. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Hardaway kicks to Kanter. Elbow shot is on the way. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Love outside. Oh, good with the triple.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Kanter sets the pick for Sessions. And O'Quinn kicks to McDermott. The pass to Kanter. Over Love. And there's Kanter on the assist by McDermott. 6 points for Enes Kanter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's DJ.
And DJ doesn't take chances this close to the basket. When he's in this deep, he's focusing on one thing, posterizing.
And the rejection by Love. For New York, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
That's good from Kanter. And so he makes both from the line. 7 seconds left in the second quarter. The dish to DJ. From the arc. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Minnesota.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a huge scoring night for you so far. Where did all this offense come from?
Thanks, DA. You know, post, I found a rhythm. You know, I kept looking for a chance to get a good shot up, and those opportunities, you know, they just kept presenting themselves. Hopefully I'll be able to, you know, keep this on in the final half of the game, but either way, I'll keep playing aggressively.
That usually leads to good things. Congrats. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at DJ in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Yeah, and you know what? I like the fact that he's staying in aggressive attack mode. I mean, forcing the issue, making the defense foul.
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Enes Kanter. Hardaway is out there with Ramon Sessions. And it's McDermott. And it's Kuzminskas in at the 4.
And you know, guys, early in his career, Jeff Teague was more of a scoring point guard. As his career has continued, he's gotten much better at surveying the court and creating opportunities for his teammates.
And you look at the style of play for the Atlanta Hawks under Coach Mike Budenholzer. Clark, it was all drive and kick. Do you think that helped Teague develop as a passer?
I think it certainly did, because when you play a system style of basketball, you kind of know where your guys are and where the best shots for them are, and it does help you be a more consistent and effective passer. And also, I think because of three-point shooting, in that system, Teague became fairly adept at creating for people to get shots.
Knicks trail by 16. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Outside Hardaway. Kuzminskas in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Kanter with a screen on Towns. Here's Kuzminskas. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That one is on Towns. The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And Clark, some great players who can score no matter the situation. With that in mind, who do you think are some of the best finishers right now in a congested lane in a lot of traffic?
Well, there's only one guy on this list for me. I've never seen anybody do the contorting and the finishing from multiple angles against all size of defender that Kyrie Irving does. He is head and shoulders above any other finisher in the league, in my opinion. Nobody has done it like that guy does.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
2 points. That one goes. Love's got 56 points in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the foul called on DJ. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And New York making a change here. Noah's checked in. Noah the screen. Over to the left wing. Kuzminskas, no good. Timberwolves leading by 13. Love the pass to Bielitsa. That's in there. Love with the assist.
And, you know, DJ is always trying to get his guys going. If they're open, he finds them.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
Here's Kuzminskas. He's got 14. Sessions dishes to McDermott. Noah with a screen for McDermott. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's DJ. Noah with the block. And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here.
Love that mindset of DJ. I mean, really appreciate that he comes in wanting to get better each and every day. Hard not to like a player like that.
Now here's Sessions. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Noah the screen. Off the screen, and there's another one for the Knicks.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Here's DJ, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Minnesota. Now here's McDermott, 13 points in the game. Back to Noah. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for New York.
And how about that quiet confidence with which Noah plays? A long, skilled defender who also chips in occasionally on the offensive end.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gibson comes in for Towns, and Wells is subbed in for Butler. And Love gets it to go.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Sessions with it, now guarded by Wells. Sessions sets the pick for McDermott. Here's Kuzminskis, kept alive. Noah, it's deflected. Now here's Crawford. He averages about 5 points a game. Gibson the screen. The drive by Love. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Love's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And, you know, DJ's interior game is very impressive. The big thing for him is that excellent body control. When he takes his time, he's really dangerous in the post.
New York, no good that time either. Timberwolves leading by 19. Gibson the screen. DJ kicks to Gibson. Here's DJ. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And let's go real fast to the rookie leaderboard. These are the rookies shooting the highest percentage from the floor this season. DJ number 1.
And the numbers say it all. I mean, he's tremendously efficient at scoring the basketball around the rim. He's almost automatic.
Yeah, excellent footwork he has. I mean, terrific in his shot selection for such a young player. He's dependable, coachable, steady. This kid's going to really go far.
And that one's good. Sessions. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Here's DJ. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Noah's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Sessions kicks it to Noah. Misses off the left iron.
Can't get more open than that. No idea how he mistimed that mid-range shot. Maybe he was too open.
There's the pick. Left side, Gibson kicks it out to Crawford. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And here's Love from the arc. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. DJ's got 18 points just in the second half. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
New York calls timeout. Clark, when you look back at your terrific career, who is the one player that you considered your toughest opponent to go up against?
There were a couple of guys. Bernard King from the New York Knicks, because we saw them a handful of times a year, and he was just such a phenomenal scorer and a relentless worker offensively. He just never gave you a break. I didn't get to see the West Coast teams but twice a year. The Denver Nuggets in the early 80s had Kiki Vandeweghe, Alex English, and Dan Issel. And between those 3 guys, they were averaging about 80, 81 points a game. And I usually dealt with English or Vandeweghe. And those were long nights because those guys moved the ball, shot it from everywhere, and were excellent offensive players.
Here is Love. The Knicks making the shot. Not going to go that time. Crawford against Hardaway. Feeds to Sessions. Here's Kuzminskis. Jang defending. That shot no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Now Sessions. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's Beasley. Lays it up off the glass. Beasley's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Here's Love. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Beasley.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. Then for the Knicks, Hernangomez comes in for Joakim Noah. And it's Kyle O'Quinn in for Kuzminskis. Hardaway passes to Hernangomez. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Sessions. He's around 10 points per game, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
New York's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. He feeds it to Beasley. Passes it to Hernangomez. And the rejection by Jang.
And this is something you'd like to see more of from Jang, given his size and wingspan.
They double-team Love. Back to Jang. Kicks it to Love. Beasley comes with the double team. Love, no luck. The Knicks shooting it quite well in this 3rd quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. Beasley dishes to O'Quinn. Hardaway against Wiggins. Off the screen. Foul on the play. Basket count, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Towns, he's checked in for Taj Gibson. Now here's Love. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
And here we have an opportunity to check out Karl Anthony Towns.
He's been dominant over the last month. 1st in rebounding, 1st in field goal percentage. And defensively, he controls the airspace like no other, ranking 2nd in the league in blocks per game.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Sessions with it, now guarded by DJ. Hernangomez kicks to O'Quinn. He dishes it to Beasley. Over Crawford. Nice shot from 10 feet out. And that's now 9 points for Beasley.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
Towns a screen on Beasley. And it's Love penetrating. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Like how committed DJ is once he gets deep position now. He's doing it with force. Exceptional at drawing contact in the post.
And so he hits both.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Sessions doing a nice job that time.
Minnesota leading by 19. Here's DJ, and he makes good on the layup.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Beasley with a screen on Jang. Here's O'Quinn, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And these are his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. And that one falls for O'Quinn. Teague, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And so O'Quinn nails both of them. Minnesota's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Here's Love. The shot off that time. Excellent D there from Beasley. Knicks trail by 19. Dishes to Sessions. Shoots the three. And it's DJ with the rebound.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Chang with a screen on Beasley. The drive by Love. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Beasley with a clean look. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Beasley's got 13 points.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Here's Love. Excellent D there from Beasley. The Knicks shooting well. They're at 45%. Hardaway against Wiggins. Outside Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Here's Sessions. And it's DJ with the rebound. Love's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Minnesota making a switch. Minnesota leading by 17. Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. Bielitsa is out there with DJ. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
And so it's New York with it, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
And it seems like they've been more than willing to crack down on those. Makes it tough to get as physical as you'd like to out there.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Noah, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, it's hard to replace enthusiasm. It can take you so far, in the passion Noah plays with, hustling on the offensive glass, scrappy on the defensive end as well. He's fun to watch.
And so here is New York, 19-point game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Kuzminskis, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. T kicks to DJ. They set the pick. Pass to Bielitsa. Jacks up a 3. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Kuzminskis kicks it to Noah. And Noah with the slam.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
And Clark, we know that players are evaluated in a historical perspective, largely by how many rings they have. Do you think that's a fair way to evaluate things?
I don't think you can solely evaluate an individual player in a team sport by the number of rings he's been able to win. Clearly, it can be part of the criteria, especially if you're talking about great players who have had similar careers. It can be a differentiator. But to me, it doesn't necessarily carry the weight that some people like to give it in evaluating players. Individual performance over time is what, to me, marks the hallmark of a player worthy of Hall of Fame consideration or being talked about being one of the greats in the game.
And Sessions kicks it to Noah. Pass to Hernangomez. Noah the screen. Hardaway with a wide open look. Drops in the tray. Hardaway has got 9 points now in just the second half. Minnesota leading by 19 points. The drive by Love. And he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, those shots are taken totally in rhythm, high percentage quality shots, and really getting whatever he wants.
Hardaway kicks to Hernangomez. Sessions with it. Hernan Gomez passes to Sessions. Out to Hardaway. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's DJ. The kick out to T. Now the feed to DJ. Now the pass to Towns. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got 4 assists now tonight.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Now here's McDermott. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Back to McDermott. And the rejection by Love.
And you love the hustle DJ brings on defense, using his solid leaping ability to block shots.
Pass to Bielitz. Fires it up. And once more, he gets it. Another bucket from DJ. Love's got 12 now in this quarter.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Well, Clark, the idea of player loyalty has been a topic the last few years. From your view, do you think players have an obligation to stick with the team that drafted them if they can?
I'd like to see that happen, Kevin. I'm a bit of a traditionalist, and personally, I think it's cool to see guys hang with the team that drafted them as long as they can move forward towards their aspirations and goals individually and as a team. I also never begrudge players that after a time decide they'd like to explore a different opportunity with a different team for whatever the reasons might be that drive that. But traditionally and personally, I like to see players be one-team players if all of the circumstances that lend itself to that being productive are in place.
And that's how he makes his presence felt.
And Greg, we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent.
And an entertaining one too, Kevin. Just a sublime finisher.
The offensive rebound. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Guys, they've done a nice job of drawing countless fouls in this game, and as a result, they've gotten a ton of points at the line.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
Here's Hicks. And stolen by Jang. Beasley against Love. It's rebounded by New York. Beasley's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Ntilikina. Out left to the wing. Beasley outside. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Noah's got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, I tell you, for a big guy, the passing skills of Noah, impressive, awesome at getting the ball over to the open man.
And that one's good. Love.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, the game comes so naturally to him, easily. I mean, helping to expand their lead as they try to close this one out, he's doing it.
Beasley. And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DJ.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's Crawford. Michael Beasley picking up that last basket. Love goes in. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Well, they've got to be pleased with the effort they've seen so far tonight. Everybody pitching in for what looks to be a solid W.
Here's Baker. Beasley the screen. Floats one up. And the rejection by Love. Deep three-point range. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
DJ, great game. The guys back in the studio want to do an interview with you.
Thanks.
Hey, what's up? This is Kenny. You look great out there in that win, and I believe you set a season high in scoring, young man. Is it fair to call this your most complete game?
Yeah, I would call it complete in the sense that I was completely dominant. You know, I'm thinking this is just a start, though. You know what I mean? See, I got a good feeling that I'm about to go on a rampage where this is going to be viewed as my weakest game, Kenny.
Wow. Well, just be careful. You got other guys listening.
I got it.
Game.